Hello, guys. Hello, co-workers. I am the nursing assistant, and today I will be discussing the worst job you can have as a nursing assistant. So, without further ado, let's get this thing started. Nursing home tends to be your greatest and most difficult place to work. So I will get into the reason why this particular facility, this particular job seems to be the most challenging. Okay, guys, let's talk about my first point. Patient, high patient to staff ratio. You will have a lot of patient. And most of the patient in a nursing home or in a long-term care facilities are total patient. You will have a couple of patient that is self-sufficient, but the majority of your patient will be total care. And for you that don't know what total care is, that's the patient that sometimes you actually have to feed. And if you don't have to feed them, you will have to set up their tray. Other word, open their milk, fix their drink, they iced tea if they want sugar on it, if they want salt, pepper. Just set everything up so it can be easily accessed by the patient. You will have that. You will have a patient that is incontinent, a patient that you will have to change every 2 hours, a check every 2 hours. Then you have the patient that is immobile. Some of your patient, a majority of your patient, going to be immobile, so they can't get up. So therefore, you will have to use this machine, which is called a Hoyer lift. You would have to use a Hoyer lift or a stand-up lift in order to transport them from the wheelchair to the bed, to the toilet, to the chair. So majority of your patient will look like this. You will also have to bathe them. You will have to groom them as far as brushing their teeth, fixing their hair, and all of this here. So in saying that, that is a difficult task when your patient to staff ratio is high. That is a lot to take on, even if your patient to staff is good. So you got to think about that. You will have a lot of patient. You will be understaffed in a nursing home a lot. And working in a long-term care facility, nursing home, can be very physical and emotional. You will have to bathe the patient. You will have to transport the patient. You will be dealing with patient with dementia. And if you ever dealt with patient with dementia, it takes you into a very emotional and demanding place in order to work with demented patient. You'll be doing this here monthly, yearly, year in and year out. And this will take a toll on your body. You are physically picking up, transporting patients. These patients are, for most part, total care patient. And like I said, not only total care, you are understaffed. You are understaffed. You may have 16, 18 patients, and only out of all of those 18 patients, only 5 of them are mobile and can walk, can ambulate. So this is a very physical job. And it is very, how can I put it, very demanding on your health, on your body. Also, on the emotional side of it, you see these patients, you come attached to these patients because they're not like a hospital where they're in and out. These patients, you have emotional attached to these patients, and when they pass, when they're low sick, this can weigh heavy on your emotion. Also, many long-term care facilities are underfunded. And when it's underfunded, this can lead to low pay, low resources, low equipment for you to do your work. You don't have adequate enough supplies to do your work, to do your job. I have worked in a nursing home, a long-term care facility where there's not enough towels, bath towels. There's not enough soap, not enough sheets. If anybody have worked in these areas, I'm quite sure that you guys have experienced other workers coming in early, going to the supply room, grabbing all the supplies that they need and putting them up, gathering them up, because there's just not enough supplies to go around. And this is very stressful because, number one, you got patients, certain patients have to be up at a certain time. And if you don't have bath towels to bathe that patient, then what? Then what? I have actually bathed a patient with their garment because it is no bath towels on the floor. Not enough equipment. And if you're working in a nursing home, I'm quite sure you have ran across this. Can't change your bed because it's not any linen available. So a lot of time, these nursing home, long-term care facilities are underfunded. They're underfunded. So therefore, they can't pay you what you deserve, pay you what you need to be paid. And you simply don't have enough supplies to even do your job the way it's supposed to be done. In my opinion, a place where I'm physically challenged, I am emotionally drained, low pay, understaffed, and then I don't even have the resources, enough resources to do my job the way that it's supposed to be done. In my opinion, that's a bad job. Also, you guys, in working in long-term care, sometimes the culture of your environment is poor. What I mean about that? Lack of respect from your management, your nurses, sometimes family members, the support of your management is just overall of lack of respect for a nursing assistant. In my opinion, if you can't respect me the way I respect you, you can't support me as a manager when I come to you and tell you an issue or a problem that I'm going through and it blows over your head, you doesn't address the issue. Like, I really don't value you as a person to look into what situation I'm going through, then that's the problem. That's the problem. And also in this kind of environment, you will have high turnover. If you go to a place and the turnover is high, then it is something wrong with that facility. So that during an interview, when they ask you, is it any question, that is a valid question and a red flag if they have high turnover. So that is, if you don't have any other question at the end of your interview, that is one question you need to ask. How is the turnover rate in this facility? And if it have a high turnover, then there is a reason. One other thing that long-term care do not provide, it's a limit. It limits your career advancement. In a nursing home, there are not many career advancement for a nursing assistant. You will pretty much stay in that position the whole time that you're working there. And with you constantly being overstaffed, you constantly being underpaid, you constantly having no support from your manager, from your nurses, you constantly getting no support, low pay, understaffed, physically challenging on your body, very emotional. Year after year, month after month, week after week, day after day, understaffed, low pay, no support, disrespected. You will get burnt out. Working in a nursing home day in and day out is the fastest way for a nursing assistant to get burned out. So in my opinion, and many others agree that long-term care, nursing home is the worst place to work as a nursing assistant. The worst. So you guys, that is it. That is my opinion and many more. Nursing assistant, worst place to work is long-term care and nursing home. I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell because you don't want to miss not one of my videos. Not one. Come on. Let's get this thing started.